Today we are making Mortgage Repayment Calculator app. I will have one piece of state, then I will have one function for handling changes. Now let's take care of the validation. We are gonna only validate our inputs on the form submissions. This is what we will use to calculate our mortgage. And now our loan.js file contains a fully finished calculate loan payment function. Okay, so now where should I use this function? I will use this function not inside our form.jsx, but instead inside our app as our highest component. So here I will import our function from I will go into the utils folder and it will be loan.js file. Okay, but as you are probably guessing, we need a new piece of state that will be managing inside our app component, and that in that state we will be capturing the amounts we calculate with this function. Therefore, I will define a new piece of state and call it mortgage and set mortgage. And I'll say use state, which of course must be imported from React. And initially I will define an object with the same fields and as this object that is returned from our function, but initially I will set to both of my fields 0. Okay, then I will define a function called calculate mortgage. And of course, like in this function, I will expect to get these 3 arguments. I will copy them here. And this here I will be calling calculate loan payment, which is the function we imported with all of these 3 arguments, like we did here. Okay, but in fact, this is doing only this is not enough, because this will return us the object. What I need to do, I will cut this, and what I need to do, I need to capture this in our state. So I will pass this object to our set mortgage state. Okay, but the thing we need to do, we need to connect this with our form, because eventually from our form is where we'll be getting these 3 values. So how can we do that? We can do that via props, of course. So we will say on calculate mortgage prop, and to that prop I will be passing calculate mortgage function. Okay, we will save that, and then inside our form we need to accept this prop, and I will deconstruct it immediately to pull it out. And now here, where's my handle submit function? Here, instead of console logging, we will be calling on calculate mortgage to what we need to pass our values from our state. Okay, so we will say values. First we need amount, values dot term, and finally our third argument is values dot rate. Okay, with that we have our calculations in place. Now we need to display our results somewhere, because doing only that if I fill out my form and say and do this. As you can see, we don't have any changes in our UI. So for displaying these results, I will use this other component called completed results here, if you can remember from the beginning of our video. But I will not just uncomment this component. I need a new piece of state that will control whether which one of these two is shown. Okay, so I will define a new piece of state. I will say, let's say, for example, is mortgage calculated, and set. And initially my state will be false because, of course, initially we haven't calculated the mortgage. Okay, so here when we execute our calculate mortgage function, we will set the mortgage to this state, and here I will set is mortgage calculated to true. Okay, and now I will use this state to conditionally render one of these two components. Okay, so I will say if is mortgage calculated, if that's the truth, I will be displaying completed results components. If that's not the case, I will be displaying empty results component. And I can now delete this here. Okay, let's save this. Nothing has changed because we haven't done our calculations. Okay, but now when we calculate our mortgage, this will be another component. Okay, and now to be finally able to see our calculations down here, we should pass our mortgage state to the completed results component. Okay, let's save this. Okay, now let's go to our, I can close loans.js, that's not needed anymore. We will open our completed results component, and here I will accept our prop. And let me find it here. I hard-coded these values. Instead of that, we will be using our mortgage prop. That monthly payment is our key. And here I will say mortgage dot total repayment. What's going on here? I haven't closed the parentheses. Okay, let's save all of that, and finally let's test our form. I will put 300,000, 25 years, 5.25 interest rate, and let's now test our calculations. Okay, here it is. Okay, but these numbers are crazy. Let's take care of them. Of course, we need to round that to 2 decimal places. So I will say 2 fixed 2 places, and also I need a 1000 separator. And for that, I will be using a regular expression. I will just paste that here. So I will do replace method, and here I will paste regex, this one from here to here, and it will be replaced with the comma. Okay, and now I will copy the same thing for our other number. Where it is? Here it is. Okay, I need a dot here. Okay, let's save this and see the difference. Okay, much better. Okay, nice. Let's try to decrease years. This should decrease our payments. No, in fact, of course, it's a much bigger payment because we need to pay that in a less term. Of course, I confused myself. Alrighty, so that's our core functionality here. I can now close this component. What else do we need to do? We need to implement clear all, so we be able to reset our values. And I forgot to, in our form, we're having the validation function here, and we are having error state. As you can see, it's not used anywhere. I need to use that state to display error message and conditionally render the error class on our inputs. Okay, let's do that first. Let's take care of that. So here is my first. Like I told you, I'm displaying this right now. It's always here, this paragraph, but it's not visible. So I will be displaying it conditionally. So I will say, I will check if errors state, and this is the amount, I believe. Yeah, if error that amount is true, I will be having this P. I can cut it and paste it here. And in fact, this text is contained in our errors. It's a value of our amount key, so I can use that to also then dynamically display this message, even though it's the same for every field, but never mind, it could be something else, so it's nice to display that dynamically. Okay, as now I will do that for other input fields. Okay, now I replaced for each and every input. Let's save all of that and test it out. I will refresh the page, and if I now hit calculate repayments, okay, nothing happened because I need to change my CSS. I need to change my CSS because that's what I was using to control displaying of this message. As you can see here, my error message has display none. I will remove that completely because I'm now controlling that with my state. And as you can see, I have my error messages. If I check this, this message is gone. If I put something here, this message is gone. Okay, I have a native browser validation because I put that my interest rate can be less than 100. Okay, and you can see if I put something here, our errors are gone. Okay, now one last thing concerning errors. I also have error class on my inputs that will put the red color here, and the border will be red. So I also need to implement that. And I believe it's on my class on this div that's holding input and also this paragraph. So here, instead of just info, I need to, instead of these, I will be using backticks. And my info class will always be there, but I will use, of course, dollar sign curly braces inside my template literal. So here I need to check if I have errors. Okay, so I will check if errors dot amount, not slash, but dot. If that's the case, I also want to have a class of error on my div. If that's not the case, I will have empty string. Okay, and I will now copy this. Okay, here and also here. Let's hit save now. Let's refresh this and try to submit an empty form. As you can see now, I have my messages and I have changes in my inputs. As you can see, I have red borders and red paragraph here. Background color. Amazing. One last thing, we need to be able to clear all by hitting on this button. Let's take care of that next. Okay, this button will reset our form, but I need to make that functionality possible. So I will create a new function called reset form. And I will bind this function to on reset event on our form, of course. And what I need to do, I need to clear these fields. So I will again change our state, and again I will put initial values to our state. If you remember from the very beginning, this is what we will put inside our state, and it will clear all. And just I want also to reset my error state. Again, I will put an empty object to that. Okay, let's save all of this and let's test it out. Let's submit the form successfully. Let's say 35 years, let's say 7.5 interest rate. Okay, now we calculated this, and now when I click on clear all button, it should clear all the values. Okay, here it is. But my form is cleared, but it would be also nice to clear this, so to get back to the original screen. So I will do exactly that, but the problem is that we are managing this state inside our app, but that's not a big problem. Here we will create a new function. I will call this function, let's say, reset values. And very simple what this function will do. We control this with this state. So I will put is mortgage calculated back to false, which will get us back to the original state. Now I only need to pass this via props to our form. I will say on reset. I will pass down this function, save this, and then in our form we are accepting this prop. Also we will be accepting on reset prop, and here in our function we will execute on reset function. Alrighty, let's save this, and now when I click, as you can see, it's still here. When I when I click this button, I messed something up. Let's find out what did I mess up. Is mortgage calculated is not a function. Is oh, of course it's not a function. My function is set. Is mortgage calculated? Whoops. Yeah. I need to update my state with state updating function, not with state itself. Okay. Sorry guys. Let's try it again. Now when I clear this again, as you can see, it's cleared up. Okay, awesome. With that, I think that would be it for today's challenge. Okay, with that we are finished with today's video. Of course, we could add more functionality to this app, but my video is only exceeding the planned time. The time I planned for this video. It always happens to me. I don't know why, but deal with it, guys. Coding is a time-consuming job, so I hope you understand me, my fellow coders. I hope this was helpful to some of you. As you can see, our mortgage calculator is working. We can change the values and play around with it. As always, I want to thank you for watching today's video. I wish you a great day, and bye bye. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Lots of love.